that you just as guilty if you
Shalom call Lord Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. And real quick, this, Lord willing, the title, I think I had the title before at the ending of the video, but Lord willing, the title be able to hit home. But yeah, the title is gonna be, this is why the law, this is why we gotta get back to the law, okay? Because if these children here, and we'll get that law real quick, but let me make sure I don't lose my spot. Okay. Okay, a lot of these children are bad, man. It's badass kids, man. Menstruous monsters. And the law, when you think about it, you see everybody out here running away from the young niggas, YNs. It's just a thing around social media. When the young niggas pull up, you look away and this and this and that, so I guess the young niggas is terrorizing the streets, right? Is that that's the saying. They terrorizing, but guess what? Those parents, if we was in the ancient days, those parents would have to go out. Okay, we're gonna read it right here. They would have to go out, into the right here, the elders of the city, okay, and they would have to tell them, okay, they would have to tell them that, hey, I have a son, and you could pick up on you could pick up on that you could pick up on his ways, okay? You can pick up on his ways way before he even get out there and end up killing somebody, man, which we're watching that video. Okay? So Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father. Stop right there. That's a lot, man. Okay, this is a child that's inside the household, man. Still under his father rule. Okay? If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, when he says, oh, rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, okay? Roughly paraphrasing. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, when they have whooped his ass, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of this city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Okay, this is talking about a stubborn ass child that has not left the home. Okay, a stubborn ass child that has not left the home and is rebellious unto the orders of his father inside his father's household, and not listen to the voice of his mother. Okay, so we know that, hey, being on this side of the world, don't nobody care about the laws, man. But honestly, only the elect. Okay, only the elect would take an accountability that, hey, sin is transgression of the law, okay? And that's what sin is. We'll get that real quick. Okay. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. And ye know that he was meant. Oh, well, that's good enough. Whosoever, verse 4, whosoever committeth sin, okay, sin, transgresses also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. So that's how you judge it. That's how you, that's how you know if you sin. That's how you judge your sin, by the law. That's how you judge yourself from going off, by the law. So if you have a child in your home that doesn't want to listen to you, and they're getting all pumped up and full of pride, and you chastise them, in the ancient days, man, they would get rid of that child, man. They would have to. He would be a nuisance, because it says right here. It says right here, because that's evil. Because guess what? Now your child go amongst other people, other children, and he's sharing that same disobedience, that same rebellious, that same stubborn. Verse 21, and all men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil. Why is it evil? Because it's it's evil. It says we'll get that. It's evil to disobey. It says honor thy father and thy mother. Okay, it's an evil thing to be under your house, and I mean your father's house and your mother's house, and disobeying them and being stubborn and rebellious. Okay, so shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. And that's what it's about, man. You know, all these other children, man, you send children to school nowadays, they come back with the same energy that those children, those demons have in school. And now they pushing off that demon, that demons, you know, demons jumped on us is festering around your home. The children being more rebellious, you know, they pumped up with testosterone, thinking they could fight you or beat you up or whatever. Disrespectful, stubborn, rebellious. See, that's why you will put it away. So shalt thou, and I'm right here. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Right, all the other children too. Once they see how the child was stoned, you know, they would fear. Okay? They would hear and fear. Okay? And that would make them, that would make them follow the laws that much more. Okay? Because that fear of death. Let me see if it was anything on that 22 verse. Let me see. 22nd verse. And if a man have committed a sin worthy of death, and he be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree. Okay. Okay, so that's, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that's a sin. Hey, that's a sin worthy of death. Being stubborn and rebellious and not obeying the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken to them. Yeah, when they have beat your little ass, when they have beat you, you know, as a child, when they have beat you and you still won't listen to them, yeah, man. But I only say that, I only bring that up to say, and we'll get this real quick. Rebellion is as the sin. Okay. 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king. Okay? So, you know, that's what you get, man. You know, that's what you get. You know, being, you know, when you, right here, as you read it right here, okay, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, we just read what that is. It's as the sin of witchcraft. And what do you do with the sin of witchcraft? Watch this. Salaki. Wish to live, right? Exodus chapter 22, verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a wish to live. Okay, put her ass to death. Okay. You see it right there. Thou shalt not suffer a wish to live. Okay. So, yeah, let's get into it, man. Because I'm in Marion County, right? All right. I'm in Ocala, Florida. And this homicide, you know, it was 3 children, 3 kids killing another 3 kids, man. And all of them was under 19 and 20. Okay, all of them was under 20 years old. All of them was under 19. They was under 18. They were still in their parents' home. You know, one runaway, but she still had her guardian, okay?
You know who
And this is not for monetary gain. This is not for, this is not for any gain at all. So no copyright. This is not for, it's just for edification's sake. No copyright at all. Don't copyright. I don't know if I said that right, but Lord willing, Yahawashi, they get the message. Cause man, ain't nobody trying to make money off this, man. We just trying to bring edification. Okay? This is not for any monetary gain, any gain of anything, okay? All right.
Think. That's guilty by association!
What was the point of snitching on everybody if I was going to get charged? Why did you make me stay?
I said I don't know.
My life is ruined.
When the bodies of 3 teenagers were discovered over a period of several days in the same neighborhood in Marion County, Florida, the police didn't know what to think. This would set the tone for the rest of.
And I live here. I live here in Marion County, and we've heard about this. This was a year ago. I guess this just resurfaced because it was a horrible situation, man. Okay, those 2 kids that you see in that video, they dumped this white car that you see up here on the right. They dumped it into the lake. They had killed 3 other two girls and 1 boy. Okay, that were serving drugs or whatnot. So if you understood that, what type of child you had, you would have to bring him out to the elders, man, and he would be stoned to death. Okay, this is why these laws are important. That's the name of the title, name of the lesson. This is why the laws are important. Okay, we understand we can't we in captivity. We can't keep all the laws, but the ones we do keep, hey, we observe them, man, and we keep to the best of our ability, man. Because the laws, the laws are life. Once we get in the kingdom, hey, we're gonna have the laws in our inward parts. The other nations, okay, they're gonna have to follow. They have to come up to us and follow our laws, just like we follow Esau's laws now. Okay, they're gonna have to follow unto us, man. They're gonna have to follow our laws, man, and our laws are righteous. Okay. Yeah.
Case, as the emerging suspects all seemed intent on blaming each other. The identity of the alleged perpetrator, along with the motive for the heartless murders, turned out to be more alarming than anyone wanted to believe. The police first learned that something was terribly wrong just before midnight on March 30th, 2023, when they received this 911 call.
There's a girl laying in front of my road and she's dying.
Okay, is she awake?
She's dying, I don't know. She's bleeding out of her head. She's gargling on her blood.
You need to turn her on her side so she doesn't choke up.
And you gotta spot these things in your children, man. You gotta know when your child is going off. You gotta chastise them, man. Get on them. Okay, it's for their benefit, man. And also all these other children that go to public school and all these different places, their mother and their father ought to get on them too, because they bring that evil to school. Okay, these children were in school. They bring that evil around school. Okay, and then everybody else want to be that same person, that demon jumping around on every child. Next thing you know, that demon is coming to your home. Okay, brushing you off, disrespecting you. All right.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what side. Like on what side?
No, just turn her on her side so she doesn't choke on the blood. Okay.
Oh God.
Is she awake?
No.
Okay. Is she breathing?
She's breathing.
Oh.
Do you know how far they are?
I don't have an ETA, but they are on the way. Okay.
Deputies from the Marion County Sheriff's Department arrived moments before the.
Yeah, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. So if you're being rebellious, okay, against the Most High Yahawashi laws, hey, he's suffering out a witch to live. You pretty much, you liken him to a witch. You got to go.
Ambulance. While paramedics rushed to try to save the victim, the deputies tried to get a grasp on the.
Hey, and the Lord is not playing, man. You see, the Lord put three children in they done for life, okay? They done, all right? Then you got other 3 children, they're done for life. They got murdered. 3 of them. They sent to the heavenly. They went. The spirit went to the heavenly Father. Hey, so if you don't chastise your children, you don't chastise them, the Lord will. Okay. Because look, it's still, the Lord's still handing out judgment. Okay. Yeah, judgment was, the parents would take the rebellious, disobeying, disobedient child, disrespecting child to the elders, and they stone them that way. But the Lord, and now in this time, is like, look, I got you, man. I know what my law say about it. If he keep acting up, I'm gonna get him. Okay, I'm gonna get him. Hey, the Lord can kill you for adultery. Still, even though you think you're getting away with it, you think you don't got away smooth with it. The Lord can still come down and judge the shit out of you. Okay. In the old days, you would be stoned to death once it's been declared. But guess what? The Lord, the eyes of the Lord is roughly paraphrased 10,000. The Lord's eyes is everywhere. Okay, and He still can judge you for that law being broken. Okay, so that's why we ask for mercy. Lord willing.
Chaotic scene. Within 5 minutes of the ambulance arriving, the victim was on her way to the nearest hospital. The sheriff's department was left to pick apart the seemingly inexplicable scene.
She's not responsive?
No, not responsive. No, there's no ID, no nothing.
Young girl, older girl? Younger girl.
Yeah, she was right there, and that's been moved.
She was right there, right?
Yeah. There's blood everywhere. I was not expecting that.
No. Well, I thought it was going to be BS, honestly.
Yeah, I immediately thought she had got, hit by a car. And I seen the big, but I've never seen an exit wound in the head.
Yeah.
So I wasn't aware.
They shot her in the head, man. These kids gotta look. This is why the law, it says rehearse the righteous acts. Okay, the laws are the righteous acts. Okay, and then our customs are us being a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, our ethnicity, our nation, what we did as a people. Okay, that pleased the Lord.
Yeah, she's laying down.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. This is one of the girls that they found on the scene. Okay, and listen to her parents. Watch it.
Pulled out. It was.
And she was still breathing?
Rapid breathing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Medic said she ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, more than likely. If she did, that's wild.
When police made contact with the 911 caller, they learned that he was just as confused about the situation as the deputies. He only became aware that something was amiss when he got a call from his neighbor across the street. Unfortunately,
yeah, it was in a with how late it was. Car towards the dumpster, and it was 5 foot.
Hear the crash first, or did you?
the area was heavily. Meanwhile, the hospital where the victim's legal guardians were understandably distraught. The girl.
Layla was found. She was apparently with her
legal guardians were
16 years old. Okay. She's still under somebody's household, man. Okay.
Understandably distraught. Detectives first made contact with her grandfather, Kenneth.
Layla was found. She was apparently with a gunshot wound, and she was taken to the hospital. So that's part of the reason why we came here, was to let you know about her status. But we also wanted to know any information that you had about who she was with yesterday, who she hanged out with.
What's she in the hospital for?
She had a gunshot wound.
Huh? She was shot. You're kidding.
No, that's what I told you when I came.
This is what I've been trying to tell her. You're hanging around with a crew.
Kenneth hurried to the back.
Hey, he's been trying to tell her, okay? Hanging around with that group. That's the grandfather. Okay? Been trying to tell him. All right?
The house to get his wife, Lisa.
Shot! What?
Layla's grandmother only seemed to become more distressed when the detectives tried to ask her questions.
Lisa, come here. Lisa.
No.
Lisa, have a seat right here.
Is my granddaughter okay? Will she be okay?
She's going to be at the hospital. I don't know anything about Lisa.
I'm the victim advocate, okay? I'm here for you. Have a seat for us. We need some information so we can find out who did this, okay?
I'd like to know too.
We
I will go and I will shoot their asses. So no.
Lisa, listen.
Where was she shot at? Does anybody know anything?
She was shot in the head.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man, it's tough out there, man. You know. Let's fast forward here, because it was 3 Jakes that did the situation.
There's nothing that big banks like more than stuffing their pockets with your money. Over and
5, he directed them to a boy named Christopher Atkins. Shockingly,
look, man, young kids, man. Christopher Atkins, you can't even post his age because he's so young. That I knew around from around the city here. Okay, that kid right there, Christopher Atkins, was 12 years old. 12 years old. Robert Robinson, 17.
Gabby was right. He was only 12 years old.
Look, 12 years old. This is why the laws are righteous, man. Okay? If this would have been in place, that mother would have been responsible. That father, fuck the mother. The father would have been responsible to get that child out to the elders. Okay? Let me read it again. All right? Deuteronomy chapter 21. And that was 1 year ago, but I'm going to show you a new one. Watch. Deuteronomy chapter 20. In the same county. Right up the street. Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him. Hey, bring and drag his ass out, and bring him out unto the elders of his city, and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son, this our child, is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Okay, so the Lord had to put that evil away from amongst the, because you know these young ass Jakes, if they got away with that murder, if they got away with it, they which they didn't, but if they got away with it, they'll think they're the shit. They'll be honored and praised in school, and everybody will think that's okay. Okay.
Since Chris and Rob were both minors, their mothers were asked to join them at the police station before any conversations took place.
And then the Jake woman ain't no damn better. I'm watching this. I'm thinking she coming, you know, this motherfucker got to charge herself. She got a charge. She got a warrant out for her arrest. Man, we destroyed, man. That's you know, this woman right here, this Eve. Man, this Eve right here, man. This Eve had a charge, man, while trying to consult her son on a serious charge. This woman had a warrant for her arrest, man.
It seems she wasn't after almost 2.
Did you want another jacket, Jen?
Okay.
Are you sure? You look like you're cold. Let me get you.
You say you have 4 siblings? Okay. Do you guys get along?
That's why, you know, the Lord did a number on us, man. He took the father out the house. Man, he had these women to come pass a man, take over the house, and they don't even know what they doing, man. Don't know how to chastise the son or nothing. Or nothing. Man, the Lord did a number on us, man.
In the house?
The detectives set about gradually breaking the ice with Chris, all the time appearing hyper-aware that he was only 12 years old. After taking all necessary precautions, like making both Chris and his mother aware of their rights, and establishing on record that Chris knew the difference between right and wrong, they finally got to the issue at hand.
So, Chris, what I'd like to start with talking to you about is, and like I said, I just want you to be honest with us. I'd like you to talk to me about last Thursday night.
First, we made him eat.
Is what you crying say what they did wrong?
You know, it took him a minute to get comfortable with me, and He's told me everything down to details that only he would know, and
That's involved in it.
That nobody else would know.
Some of the details, he points finger at you.
17-year-old Rob, also known by the concerning moniker Reaper, was
Look at this, Robert Robinson, 17, the Reaper.
also being questioned. Just like Chris, Rob and his mom Erica were both advised of their Miranda rights before the interrogation commenced.
I'm trying to bring the best way to say this to you guys. We're investigating several different incidents that occurred over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
One being a theft of side-by-side. One being the theft of, a burglary. We're investigating a robbery, and we're investigating a murder. Okay? Murder. Mm-hmm. So,
Look, and Jay acting stupid, man. This was the one that was the main one.
The first one you named is believable. The last one you named is not.
And look, Eve swears she know her child, man. And this is why this whole system is broken down, man. The woman's supposed to be at home, you know, and the father out there supporting. But Esau got it to where, hey, the woman out there, the man out there, it's hard to do it alone, you know. It's all messed up, man. We don't own land, okay? It's all messed up, man. It's all messed up. The man needs the woman to work, you know, to help out, be a helpmeet in that way in this time. Because it's all jacked up, man.
So,
The first one you named is believable. The last
She swears she know him. Look, the first three you named, whatever, but the last one you named, murder. She don't think her son was able to do that.
you don't have the heart to keep them. I know that for a fact.
He don't have the heart to kill nobody, man. You don't know your child, man.
okay, what'd you do on Thursday all day?
I mean, I was home all day. Like, I was home all Thursday.
Okay, who were you with? Did anybody come over? Did we hang out with anybody? Did
like
you
1
go
o'clock.
anywhere with anybody?
I ain't go no. Came over at like 1 o'clock.
What'd you guys do then?
We just chilling. Literally, like, we were just chilling.
Okay. Was anybody with at the time? How did he get to your house? Things like
He
that?
drove. Supposed to drove to my house. It was him, Landon, Layla, and there was another girl with them. I don't know her name.
Sosa was a nickname that Layla's boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael, used.
Sosa's the one that's driving the car. That's the one that died. 17 years old. Young.
Michael's father had last seen him about 6:30 last night, around the same time Gabby said she parted ways with the group. Landon was another local boy who police determined didn't know anything that would aid the investigation.
Did you go anywhere after 6:30, Rob?
Whoa, why do y'all keep asking
Okay.
that? One time that day.
Rob, we know you were out of the house.
Thanks to CCTV footage, police believed that Rob, along with others in the friend group, had been involved in the theft of a vehicle and an armed robbery that night. As serious as these crimes were, they paled in comparison to what police believed happened later.
If you are strung out on an opiate of some kind like fentanyl or heroin and you desperately want to take your life back,
Back in the room with Chris, his mother tried to make him understand the severity.
Reapers are.
The police knew by now that
Anyways,
You don't know what time you came home. Now,
but they talking about I wasn't at Mulaka at 17. I was.
what
I
I'm,
was in
what I'm
Mulaka.
saying is, you don't know what time you came home because you defy your curfew. So
See, you defy your curfew so motherfucking much. You don't know what time you come in. And he's disobedient, is disobeying. Okay? So you know what law he would fit. But anyways, hey, brothers can go and this is the name of it. Explore with us. Mom horrified after 12-year-old son's confession. Okay. But I just want to show you something else. And you can find it in Marion County, a teen's murder. It's all over the place, man. That was about a year ago, but check this out.
A 14-year-old boy was shot to death.
And this is for edification only, okay? No monetary gain at all. This is for edification.
Neighborhood and deputies are now investigating.
This is still in Marion County, man. Nobody should have to bury their son. 14-year-old shot, killed in Marion County 6 days ago.
Yeah, this happened Wednesday in the Marion Oaks subdivision. It's along Southwest 48th Avenue near Sunrise Elementary School. West Houston Tonight, Gabriel spoke with the victim's family.
I believe detectives do know who fired the gun, according to the witnesses and folks that were there. And it's just a matter right now of determining the details of the case.
Lieutenant Paul Bloom with Marion County Sheriff's Office explaining how detectives are trying to figure out what led to a 14-year-old being shot and killed.
For any of us that are parents, the upsetting part of this, that the violence that's out there, and children around guns.
They were called to the Marion Oaks subdivision around 6:30 Wednesday night. They found Marshawn Jones shot dead inside a house.
They do know all parties that are involved, and they've been speaking to these parties and just.
Hey, you get the gist, man. You get the gist.
Getting the story.
Jones's parents tell me their son was living with his grandparents in Ocala and that he was at a friend's place just down the street.
To talk to again, who I'll never be able to hug, see his smile.
While investigators work to figure out the circumstances.
That right there. Once you start seeing them throw up stuff like that, you got to get on that, man. They call it cracking fours, all right? Cranking fours, whatever. That, they throwing fours up, all right?
Surrounding Jones's death,
you got to pay attention, man.
Parents echo this message.
To any gun owner, be a responsible gun owner and
accountable for unsecured gun.
All right, that's it, man. We read the scripture, man. Okay, that's it, man. And this was a big one. It's 1 year ago. I remember working, and I remember hearing about this, man. 12-year-old, man. It was them three right there, man. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna say Shalom, call all Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and Shalom to the hopeful elect, man. This lesson has been, this is why the laws are important, man. These are why the laws are important. Okay? Shalom, man. Shalom.